Hey, what's up everybody? This is the Roy. Welcome to my channel, 40 and Broke, where we are all about getting out of debt, saving, investing, and getting our finances under control so we can live the life we've always dreamed of. Because that's what it's all about, living the life we've always dreamed of. And today I'm going to talk about my farm. So if you like videos like this, give me a big thumbs up for that YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel down below. And hey, let's get into it. So, the farm, what do we have? My daughters have cattle. So for the most part, we have all the time, not for the most part, for what it is, we have cattle. We have over at my in-laws, there's a few cows over there that are breeding cows. And then over at our house, if you've seen my other video, I had the two steers, Dan and Swag, this year. We keep the steers over here, and we'll have a calf that'll probably be coming over here pretty soon once we can wean him away from his mom. He was just born. Looks like a little panda. I'll have to put pictures of him. I'll try to get some pictures of him and, interpose them into this video. But anyways, so that's kind of our side business. We have cattle that are show cattle that get raised and taken to the fair and various shows throughout the year, and they culminate into selling them at the fair. So my oldest daughter is in college. She's no longer old enough to do 4-H. She graduated on. She sold her the cows that she had, but the youngest daughter is still doing it. So we have her cattle. Those were the two that I did the video about here a while back, and yeah, we'll see it. I'll put that right there. So right here. Oh, somewhere up here. Here's the issue with having a farm. If it were simply me, even my wife, if my wife had full-time job, we probably wouldn't be able to write the stuff off, because they look at my job as a truck driver and I'm gone so much. Even though I'm a daily driver, I can't put many hours into it. So if you're not able to put the equivalent of so many hours per week into this business, the IRS considers it a hobby farm, and hobby farms are not deductible due to expenses. However, since my wife has a part-time job, she spends 2-3 hours a day every day after work, not to mention all the time she spends on the weekends, working with the cattle, doing stuff for the cattle, running for the farm, etc., plus the time that I put into it before work, after work, on the weekends. We put in enough hours that it's actually considered a business. So it's considered a side business. So I am not an attorney. I'm just a truck driver, and I'm not your truck driver. So you'll need to do your own due diligence. Unless you need somebody to drive stuff for you, then hey, I can probably haul stuff for you. So give me a call there. I don't really know the ins and outs of it. It's why I have a tax preparer. So she knows the ins and outs of it. So that way when I say, hey, I wonder if I can deduct this, I give her a call and I say, hey, can I do this? Can I deduct this? And she says, what is it used for? And I said, well, it's used for this. Is its primary use for the farm? Yes, its primary use is for the farm. I would have no reason to buy it if it wasn't for the farm. And she's like, okay. But there were other things that I was like, hey, this could be used for my farm. Can I use it? And she's like, is its primary use for the farm? Well, not really, but it kind of switches in and out. She's like, no, you cannot deduct that. So anything that is deductible, its primary use has to be for the farm. I have a list of, I keep an Excel spreadsheet, and it has a list of everything that we have for expenses, and we have sales. Mostly our sales are just, did we sell a calf? Did we sell a cow? Did we sell a steer? I guess that's about it. Did we sell a calf, cow, steer? I guess you could say heifer, but that's basically a calf too. So, but anyways, did we sell an animal or do we have an expense? So our expenses, you have feed. So I keep a list of all of our expenses, the feed, the hay, the bedding, the straw, you know. I cannot write off my mileage because my truck is a farm use truck, and therefore I can't write off the mileage. So that's another thing that I didn't know. That's the good thing that, like I said, tax prepare. Tax preparers are amazing. If you want to have a business, get a tax preparer. Have a tax preparer do your taxes. Pay somebody to do it. Not H&R Block. H&R Block just wants to get you in, get you out, get your money. I'm talking a private business that is a tax preparer. That's what I go to. I've been completely happy with that. She takes her time. I sit in there for like an hour and we pour over everything. And she's like, yup, nope, can't do this. Yup, nope. And she makes sure that everything, all the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted, and the government's happy about it. I guess there's not a whole lot to really say about this side business besides I keep track of everything that goes towards the business as an expense. I keep it in. There's an Excel spreadsheet. There's an actual sheet by the federal government that the IRS sends you. And what I did was I took that sheet and I made an Excel spreadsheet. I took what I needed off that, so I know exactly what the federal government allows and exactly what the federal government doesn't allow. I don't know if this video is really going to be what people thought it was, because, I mean, the biggest thing, the takeaway from it is I know a lot of people that I've talked to them. I was like, well, I deduct this and I deduct that. And they're like, oh, I need to get a farm. And I'm like, it's not that simple. There is a lot to it that even I don't really know about because I don't know the ins and outs of the tax laws. And like I said, that's why a great tax preparer is a huge asset. It's a huge asset to have on your team. She tells me what I can do. She told me that, okay, this is how you're labeled a farm. And it's like, okay, that's what I did. And so we make sure that, like I said, our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted. Now, you want to make sure that if this is something that you look into, definitely talk to somebody that knows what they're doing, somebody that's a professional that can tell you, yes, this is deductible. No, this is not deductible. This is what you have to do. This is how you set it up. Because you don't want the IRS knocking on your door because you did something wrong. You thought that somebody on YouTube said, hey, you know what? Just go get a couple cattle, get you a couple chickens, maybe a goat, bing, bang, boom. Now you got a farm. You're Farmer Joe, and you can write all that stuff off. You do your own taxes, and then IRS knocking on your door like, hey, yeah, we need to talk about this. So, like I said, the IRS came in recently because so many people were doing that homesteading stuff that they switched things from, unless farming can be considered almost a full-time job, it's considered a hobby farm. We put in enough hours into ours that it can be a full-time business. I'm busy enough as it is between work, and then I add the stuff with the farm on it. I mean, I don't know, it's like 9 o'clock tonight, and I already had a 12-hour day at work. We got a show coming up this weekend, so I was just out in the barn for about the past 2 hours getting stuff ready with the cattle, making sure my generator would run, making sure I could find, X, Y, and Z, trying to make sure everything was getting loaded or ready to be loaded. And that was just a fraction of everything. My wife has done nearly everything because she's absolutely amazing, and she's got everything packed. She's got everything ready to go. All that's got to be done is thrown in the back of my truck. Then I have to just hook up to the trailer tomorrow so that we can grab those cattle and take them to the show. Now, like I said, it's a lot of work. You got to be able to put work into it. But the biggest thing, if you're thinking about homesteading as a way to save money, please talk to somebody first, because had I not talked to my CPA, or not, she's not a CPA, but had I not talked to my tax preparer, I would have never known what was allowable, what wasn't allowable, and I would have been hit up as being a hobby farm because I didn't know that I had to show a certain amount of things in order to be considered a farm. Always talk to a professional. I'm just some jacknut on YouTube telling you what I'm able to do, and I don't know the law that well. So, but like I said, if you want to try doing a farm, you want to use that as a way to save money, just remember it can get pretty expensive, especially when you have bigger animals like cattle. They get expensive. But, that's one of our side businesses, is having these cattle. So, all right, everyone. Once again, let's get our finances under control, live the life we've always dreamed of. I hope this rambling video has helped you in any way. So have a good night, and I'll catch you on the next video.